Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News.
RSN Podcast. Yeah. Look like we don't found each other again.
Back at the office. No, it's getting weird out here.
Very weird out here, man. It's crazy.
So, okay, we had a pretty interesting week this week. We got some new music coming from Bryson Tiller. He dropped Outside. That was a single. Definitely hoping that leads to an album because we haven't heard from him in, I think, like 2 years since the pandemic started.
Yeah, he been away for a little second. He definitely been away for a little second. I was happy to hear that he was back in action. So, shout out to you, Bryson Tiller, man. Keep it coming.
Yes, sir. We got the Migos also. They drop Infinite Cuban Links. Infinity Cuban Links.
Okay. I got to take a listen. Speaking of Migos, I saw not to get off topic, but I saw the episode of what is it? The basketball, the celebrity basketball tournament thing. Quavo and them. He took the L to Roddy Ricch, but he did his thing. Shout out to you, Quavo.
Honcho. And Jeezy dropped a new one, Snowfall.
Yeah, I started listening to that yesterday.
Yeah, I heard about 5 songs off of it. I like it a lot. He teamed up with Drama on this one, so.
Yeah, he took it back. I like that. I like the fact that he brought it back with Drama. Like when him and Drama was working, man. I feel like that's when Jeezy was like at his, you know what I'm saying, the height of his career.
That's when Jeezy was the real Jeezy.
Yeah.
I think they had a fallout over something, and then he said that Don Cannon smoothed it out for them. So.
Okay. Shout out to Don Cannon. I remember me and Trends went to an event he had. Shout out to Trends, shout out to Don Cannon back in the day, back when we was in college or whatnot. So it was smooth.
Cool. All right, and Fab dropped a single too, Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. Fab consistent, man.
Yeah, Fab dropping consistently right now, and like I said last time he dropped, it's always good to hear from him. So. Keep it coming, Fab.
Yes, sir.
All right, Cardi B clapped back at Madonna.
Yes.
So, basically, Madonna was saying that some of these new girls owe her because she was one of the first ones talking about spicy things on her records. And she basically said that y'all need to thank me, called them the B word, and you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, like, how you feel about this? I think she got a point to a degree, but I think how she going about it is like, is it necessary? Or you think it was warranted or what?
I think it's like a attention thing, because Madonna, she kind of dry in these streets, man.
Yeah.
And then you see her on Instagram. She just got a BBL. So, I mean, it doesn't look right.
Come on, son. What? Yo, first of all right. Time out. Time out. Like, when you icon level, right? You know what I'm saying? One, I feel like it's not a good look to even, call out the new guns like, yo, y'all should be thanking me, because you shouldn't have to say it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And 2, you getting a BBL.
Yeah, she's 63. She took a bunch of pictures of her like under the bed and stuff. After she got it, it was just, I don't know, man.
She got too much money, man. She just don't know what to do with it.
Right. But Cardi was saying that she has paid homage to her, and she does think that she's an icon, but she's like, what the F? Chill out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, congratulations to Gilly and Wallow. They just signed a multi-million-dollar deal.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yes, sir. Congrats. Yeah. Big time.
So that's pretty dope for them. I'm happy for those guys. They've been working really hard the past few years, and they just re-signed the Barstool for a multi-million-dollar deal. Rumored to be over 10 mil, but we're not sure what it is.
Hey, whatever it is, they sitting pretty right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They're doing better. They're going to 2023 with on wings.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I feel like that's just They already funny as hell, but I feel like that's just motivation for them to, you know what I'm saying, turn it up a notch. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like they took it serious before, but I feel like they gonna take it even more serious now.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to you guys. All right, this was a pretty funny story. So Gabriel and Glaze was talking about when he was at the Canelo fight.
Oh yeah, Triple G. Yeah.
And he was saying that Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan came and sat down next to them, and they were hanging out and talking and stuff like that. And then one of the ushers came by and said, "Hey, we promised these seats to someone else, and you guys got to move." And it was for Lil Baby and Travis Scott.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like, you can't move Dave Chappelle.
This is like the number one comedian of our time, and you're making him move for like pretty much, Travis Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but they did say he got better seats though, right?
Yeah, they got ringside, so they was cool with it ultimately. So
yeah.
And Joe Rogan sat down there.
I know originally that had to be hilarious. Dave Chappelle, like, first reaction.
Of course. He cursed him out. He cursed him out. Blew cigarette smoke all in his face.
Yeah, he did. Allegedly.
All right, we got the artist formerly known as Kanye West.
Yay.
Getting sued for $250 million for his comments on Drink Champs.
Yeah. He made a lot of comments, but
his comments about George Floyd is what got him.
It's weird because, like, I remember when we first mentioned this, when we were talking about this, and I thought to myself, I think I texted you, I'm like, yo, they not winning this. And I thought about it. We in 2022. We in 2022. They might just get them on this one.
They could. It's possible. They got Alex Jones. And then the media's pretty mad at Ye right now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a lot of odds up against him.
Right.
I feel like that's kind of steep for some comments, though.
I don't know. I know that Nori should have basically edited that out.
Yeah.
Because he went back and said that they didn't edit none of it. So they just put it out as is, that whole 3 hour and a half.
Well, this is the thing, man. It's like this. Nori's considered a journalist, right?
Right.
So number one is like, what's the parameters for a journalist? Like, for what I mean by that is like, at what point do you, because it's like almost like art, right? Like Kanye's art. Like each interview is their own specifications, their own way that they express themselves, right? So it's like, do you think he was like, yo, I want to show you the interview in its rawest form? You know what I'm saying? Or
since he went out and basically apologized on the Breakfast Club the next day, I think he was just kind of using them like that. Because last time he was on Drink Champs, that was their biggest episode.
Yeah.
And then they did it again, and it's also his biggest episode.
Yeah, man. I feel like I get people getting mad about what Ye said, but I feel like you can't get mad at Nori.
I mean, my thing is, if you apologize that quick, then you knew it was wrong.
Yeah. I feel like this. I feel like he shouldn't have to apologize, and he shouldn't have apologized if he felt in that moment, if he felt like he didn't do anything wrong. Now, I saw he said something about he, as a journalist, he has I think he said he had like the responsibility or whatever as for himself to like cut him off or, stuff like that. But I feel like, I don't know, it's a slippery slope for me. I feel like if I'm bringing somebody here and they say something I don't like or whatever, but it's the interview, like either chop it off and edit it or let it rock.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if someone says something like, he said he should have checked them on the George Floyd comments, and then he said about the anti-Semitic comments.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, so then here we go. Kanye's here, we're interviewing Kanye, and he goes off on a rant. and we find it interesting. And even if we don't agree with all his points, we cut him off, and then he's like, all right, well, screw it, I'm leaving.
Then he's leaving.
So do you think that's how Nori
Yeah,
felt?
of course. If you care about the integrity of your own podcast, and you're like, hey, this is disrespectful and this isn't what we represent, you feel that strong about it, then yeah, you gotta let it go.
Okay. Second point. They knew something was gonna happen going into it. That's why they brought him back. Mm-hmm. So it's like, should they be at fault for even bringing him back in the first place?
That's why I said I feel like they just used him.
Yeah.
And now, he's trying to clean it up, but he has a long way to go with that because he got kicked off all those platforms.
Yeah, and it was like I think it was more so. I think it was a thing like you said. They were using him, and he was using them. Because he know the platform.
Right. It's I don't know. He just wanted to say what he wanted to say, and it was just crazy. All together, it was just crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
But yeah, the family said that since he said that on Drink Champs in front of everyone, they're suing him for $250 million. So, best of luck to you, Ye.
Yeah, they say he's the richest black man ever in America. Apparently, accordingly, I mean, or whatever. Yeah. I don't have no fact. I can't fact check that right at the moment, but that's what the narrative they're going with.
They're saying so far he's worth $11 billion.
Really? Mm-hmm. All for fashion?
Yeah, some ugly shoes, man. Got it.
We got some ugly shoes coming soon.
I'm not trying to be offensive, but them shoes just, to me, are ugly and uncomfortable. But yeah, he's a hell of a salesman because he got rich.
Yeah. Hey, can't knock the hustle.
Right. All right, moving to news. So up in D.C., there was a woman. She was on the Metro bus, and there were some teenagers on the bus being loud, being reckless, saying whatever. And she said, hey, can you guys stop cursing? There's children around. And they said, hey, F you.
Whoa. Things escalated pretty quick.
Right. And, they ended up attacking her. They threw her off the bus. But she didn't suffer any, broken bones or nothing like that. So, but she said she just got roughed up, basically, and got her clothes torn, basically.
Yeah, it's like Grand Theft Auto out here, man.
All these kids was raised off of it.
It's just crazy. That says a lot about the state of the world. I can't even say the state of America. It's the state of the world. People's mindsets, like where we are. You got to think about her family too. Mm-hmm. Somebody's mom, somebody's grandma, somebody's sister that being happening to them on a bus. I don't know, man. It's like, what's the next steps?
All I can think is Second Amendment rights.
Absolutely.
And, and if she would have had that, that would have went very differently.
Yeah. I think one thing, I don't like, I'm just going, I don't want to go on a rant, but one thing I don't like is how I feel like, and it's always been like this, but in this time we need it more than ever. We need some consistency in the laws. What I mean by that is, I've seen many situations where, let's say that lady would have had a gun, right? And let's say a firearm, I should say, and she would have used it to protect herself. There's a possibility that she would have went to jail, and there's a possibility that she wouldn't have went to jail. And it's like a thin line that we don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on who you are, how the cops feel that day. It seems like I don't know. Like, you got aim below the waist and hit the knees, right?
I don't know DC's rules on stand your ground, but I do know, like, in states like here or states like Florida, if two or more people attack you, it's considered lynching. So she would have been justified in shooting here.
Mm-hmm. So if it was only one person,
she wouldn't have went to jail.
She would have.
Yeah.
So it got to be 2.
Yeah.
Man, there was about 5 of them.
If they were unarmed.
It was about 5 of them. I don't know where the other one went. He was fast. It was too many.
Yeah, but like I said, luckily she didn't hurt herself too bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's more emotional than anything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, DMX said it best. Mind your business, lady.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of things could be avoided if you guys just mind your business and keep it moving. Not justifying that, go on beating up old ladies, but if everybody just if you can't be nice to somebody, or if you try to be nice and they don't want you to be nice to them, just keep it moving. Just do what you got to do, and because it's dangerous to stick your nose out there.
Right. You got to kind of always assess the situation. I think since things have been so safe over the past few decades, people aren't used to like what's going on right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of someone that's not used to things, Lauren Dooley had a Tinder date, and things were going well at first. And then she said, "Hey, you want to role play?
No.
Let me go get some duct tape." He said, kind of weird, but I'm into it. So she ended up taping his hands and legs and stabbing him in the shoulder.
Man, oh man.
He said, "Man, I really effed it this time."
Man, shoot.
And what saved his life is that she got hungry. She ate some Zaxby's. I don't know. I'm guessing it's Zaxby's.
It had to be Zaxby's.
She ate some Zaxby's. She got the itis, fell asleep. He grabbed the knife, cut himself loose, ran out the house, said, "Help me."
But he ate some Zaxby's first. He ate some Zaxby's first. Yeah, is that Zaxby's fries? Wait, this cut can wait.
Right? And it's like, it's just crazy. Because I'm thinking about this whole thing, right? I'm like, why? First of all, you're at some stranger's house. You don't know what's going on. You're unarmed, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're at this stranger's house. And then on top of that, you're letting someone that you just met off of Tinder tie you up.
Nah, man. Nah. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, but you don't know the circumstances, though. Mm-hmm. Like it could have been, he thinking it's about to go down. He thinking it's about to get crazy up in his joint.
It did get crazy up in that joint.
For all the wrong reasons. Listen, guys, you're not safe out there. I don't care how cute you think she is. You're not safe out there. The cuter, the worse.
Pretty much. That's real. The hotter she is, the more crazy she is.
Absolutely.
But luckily he was saved. She got arrested, and I think it was another aggravated assault charge.
This is crazy, man.
Women are racking up this aggravated assault.
What is it going to take for them to get
attempted? I don't know.
What is it going to take?
I don't think that they get that.
I don't think they care right now.
Right.
Well, if you feel like stabbing someone, you don't have to worry about attempted murder if you're a woman right now.
Right. It's aggravated.
It's aggravated, Hey, I wonder if she took his card to pay for the Zaxby's. I
was wondering the same thing.
I was thinking like, dang.
Did she get it off of his phone? But anyway, when the food arrived, she told him to shut up or she was going to hurt him.
He was like, like he had the duct tape.
Crazy.
Shut up or no fries for you.
Crazy.
Wow. Well, I hope he recovers fast.
And make sure you keep her locked up. All right. Up in Milwaukee, they are rioting right now because Robert Wakachowski did something stupid. So there was a teenage boy in his neighborhood. He seen him on a bike that was previously stolen. He said, "Hey, he assumed that he was the one that stole it. So he ended up putting his hand around this 16-year-old's neck and calling the cops. And then luckily there was a bystander there that stopped him.
Yeah, that video was disturbing. That video was definitely disturbing. Like, you can tell that the kid had something wrong with him. You know, just by how he spoke, you could tell like he wasn't, all the way there. And it was like, I don't know, man. I don't know why sometimes people feel like racist, not racist, just in general, why people feel like they can take the law into their hands.
Right.
Like this their responsibility.
Right.
Like even if and he knew he was wrong. Like he knew this kid ain't steal nothing.
He just doubled down basically.
Yeah, he was just mad about it. I felt like he was having a pissy day, a bad day, and he wanted to be macho man. And like, come on, bro. Like, he's lucky he didn't do that to the wrong kid. Mm-hmm. One of these kids out here just
and pull a blick out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely. I feel like he knew, like that this kid wasn't gonna hurt him, that he was no threat to him, and that's why he felt like he was gonna, just run up on him, grab his neck like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people out here are doing that. They'll only attack someone who they feel like they can get away with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like I don't know, man. It's so many of these stories happening. It's unfortunate that they keep happening. You think that we keep seeing this, and somebody's gonna wake up and say, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe this is like not the thing to do.
And then they just double down and do it.
Vice City.
They're like, I'll go viral.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons.
Everybody's gonna know my name.
Stop it, guys. We need to get a shirt to say stop.
Stop. Think about it. Chill out. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I need to I just need to drink a Corona and chill out.
Corona time.
Yes, sir.
All right. Moving on. We have a RIP this week for Antonio Denard. He passed away in a bar shooting this week, and he played for the Packers, I believe, formerly. Yeah,
man, it's sad to see. There's been a lot of athletes, former athletes, celebrities in general, just one by one.
Right.
But definitely rest in peace out to you and your family. I really hope that everybody is coping well, and especially when you see you hear these things going into the holiday season, it makes it even more tougher. So,
right. So RIP. And talk to us about Ja Morant.
Ja here ain't playing. Ja had 49 against the Rockets the other day, man. I think I hope this is my thing. As long as he can stay healthy, he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a big problem for years to come. I want to see him. I want to see him stay healthy and focused. And I think that they're gonna go deep into the playoffs this year. I know this is super early. The season just started. I hear it, guys. I know the season just started, but I'm telling you, Ja's not playing.
Shout out to Ja Morant. That was pretty dope. That was very impressive.
Yes, sir. Get them buckets.
All right. Anything else to add?
No, man. Everybody tell a friend to tell a friend, share the podcast, like, subscribe, check out the music, follow us on social media. We out here. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody who watch. And as you see, we back in the office, baby.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys if you made it this far. I'm Canary Valance.
Slyce. Boo.